Have you ever wondered what kind of woman chooses solitude over socializing and embraces her natural beauty instead of wearing makeup? What does this tell us about her mindset, values, and lifestyle? In a world that constantly pushes us to look a certain way and be surrounded by people, some women make a bold choice to step away from the noise. They choose solitude over unnecessary socializing and decide to embrace their natural selves without the need for makeup. But what does this lifestyle say about them? Is it a rejection of societal expectations, or is there something deeper at play here? In today's video, we'll explore the characteristics of these women, breaking down the stereotypes that often surround their choices. We'll dive into the reasons behind their decision to prioritize authenticity, independence, and inner peace over external validation. Stick around as we uncover the truth about what it really means to embrace a life of less and why it could be exactly what so many of us need. Section 1. Embracing independence and self-sufficiency. Women who choose to avoid unnecessary socializing often place a high value on their independence. They aren't driven by the need for constant social interactions or the approval of others. For them, solitude is not a sign of loneliness, but rather an opportunity for self-reflection and growth. They understand that their true sense of fulfillment comes from within, not from external validation or the approval of their social circles. Spending time alone allows these women to dive deep into their own thoughts and feelings, leading to a greater sense of self-awareness. It's in this quiet solitude that they can truly hear their own voice, free from the noise of others. Whether it's indulging in hobbies, reading, or simply enjoying a peaceful walk, they find comfort in their own company. This ability to be content alone is a powerful reflection of their emotional strength and self-sufficiency. Moreover, these women often become highly self-reliant. They don't need to rely on others for happiness or fulfillment. They take responsibility for their own emotional well-being and have learned to cultivate a life that suits their personal needs and desires. In many ways, this independence makes them less susceptible to the pressures that society often places on individuals, whether it's the expectation to constantly socialize, keep up with trends, or conform to superficial standards of beauty. By rejecting the idea that happiness is found in the company of others or through external appearances, these women demonstrate a unique strength. They have chosen a path that places self-sufficiency and inner peace at the forefront of their lives, and as a result, they are more attuned to what truly matters to them rather than what society tells them should matter. Section 2. Rejecting social norms and embracing authenticity. For many women who choose to avoid unnecessary socializing and makeup, these decisions are a conscious rebellion against societal norms. In a world where external appearances and constant social interaction are often seen as essential to success and happiness, opting out of these pressures can feel like a bold statement. Instead of conforming to the conventional standards of beauty and social engagement, they make a deliberate choice to prioritize what feels true and meaningful to them. These women often question the value of superficial interactions. In a society where small talk and appearances dominate most social settings, they may feel that many conversations and events don't add real value to their lives. For them, true connection is more about depth and authenticity than keeping up with the latest trends or fitting in with popular crowds. This rejection of shallow interactions allows them to focus on the relationships and activities that genuinely matter, and to cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections on their own terms. By choosing not to wear makeup or engage in endless socializing, they embrace their true selves. There's a freedom that comes from stepping away from the pressure to look a certain way or be constantly on the go. These women don't feel the need to mask their faces or play roles to meet external expectations. They are comfortable in their natural state, embracing authenticity over perfection and prioritizing self-expression over conformity. It takes a great deal of courage to live this way, especially in a world that often prizes appearances and constant socializing. In a culture where people are regularly judged by their looks and social status, choosing to live authentically can feel risky. Yet these women show us that real strength comes from embracing who we are, unapologetically and without fear of judgment. They lead by example, reminding us that it's possible to live a life on our own terms, free from the constraints of social norms and superficial expectations. Section 3. Minimalism and mental clarity. Many women who avoid unnecessary socializing also adopt a minimalist approach to life, stripping away the excess in favor of what truly matters. With fewer distractions, they can dedicate their time and energy to the things that align with their values and goals. By stepping back from the constant hustle of social events and superficial obligations, they create space for clarity and intentionality in their daily lives. This focus on the essentials allows them to experience life in a more meaningful, fulfilling way, free from the overwhelming clutter that can cloud our minds. Minimalism isn't just about decluttering physical space. It's about clearing mental space, too. These women tend to prioritize activities and relationships that bring them joy, peace, and personal growth, rather than spreading themselves thin with obligations that don't serve their deeper needs. By embracing simplicity, they free themselves from the mental load of trying to meet unrealistic expectations or keep up with the chaos of modern life. Instead, they direct their attention toward cultivating a life that feels authentic and rewarding, where every choice has purpose and every moment is intentional. The idea of minimalism also extends to how these women approach beauty. By avoiding makeup, they focus on natural beauty and self-care, choosing to enhance their inner well-being rather than masking their outward appearance. Makeup, for many, can become a daily ritual rooted in societal pressure. But for these women, embracing their natural selves is an act of self-respect. They may find empowerment in letting go of the time and effort spent on artificial enhancement and instead nurture their skin, health, and confidence in a more holistic way. This approach aligns perfectly with the minimalist mindset, embracing simplicity, feeling comfortable in one's own skin, and letting go of the need for external validation. Ultimately, by embracing minimalism and focusing on what truly matters, these women experience a clearer mind and a deeper sense of peace. They're no longer caught up in the noise of societal expectations or the pressures of keeping up appearances. Instead, they cultivate lives that are simple, authentic, and deeply fulfilling, with a sense of clarity that allows them to experience life with greater intention and joy. Section 4. Enhanced emotional intelligence. Solitude and a reduced emphasis on outward appearances can play a powerful role in enhancing emotional intelligence. When women choose to spend time alone and prioritize their inner world over external validation, they create an environment where they can fully tune into their own emotions. In this quiet space, without the distractions of socializing or the pressure to meet beauty standards, they have the opportunity to reflect on their feelings, motivations, and reactions in a way that fosters deep emotional awareness. These women often become highly introspective, using their time alone to explore their thoughts and emotions in depth. This self-reflection allows them to understand their own emotional patterns, triggers, and needs, which in turn helps them navigate life with greater emotional clarity. As a result, they develop a stronger sense of empathy, not only for others, but also for themselves. This heightened empathy enables them to connect with others on a deeper level when they do choose to engage, creating more meaningful and authentic relationships. The introspective lifestyle of these women also cultivates strong emotional resilience. When they embrace solitude, they learn how to sit with their emotions, whether positive or negative, and process them without seeking immediate distractions or external validation. This ability to handle difficult emotions with grace strengthens their emotional foundation, allowing them to bounce back from setbacks more easily and maintain a sense of inner peace. Over time, this emotional resilience becomes one of their greatest assets, helping them navigate life's challenges with confidence and self-assurance. By prioritizing emotional intelligence over appearances, these women build a life that is grounded in authenticity and self-awareness. Their emotional depth and resilience allow them to approach both themselves and others with compassion and understanding, creating a balanced and fulfilling emotional life. Section 5. Living authentically without fear of judgment. One of the greatest freedoms that come with rejecting the need for validation through socializing or makeup is the liberation from constantly seeking approval from others. Women who choose to live without conforming to societal expectations of beauty or social norms often experience a deep sense of autonomy. By stepping away from the pressures of fitting in or looking a certain way, they are free to live on their own terms, guided by their own beliefs and desires rather than by the opinions of others. This freedom allows them to embrace their authentic selves without the fear of being judged or criticized for not following the mainstream. These women are less likely to be affected by external judgments or opinions because their sense of self-worth is not tied to how others perceive them. Instead of seeking validation from social interactions or superficial appearances, they find value in their own experiences, values, and self-expression. This resilience to external pressures helps them remain steadfast in their choices, even when those choices may not align with conventional expectations. Whether it's choosing to spend time alone or opting for a natural look, they are comfortable with who they are and don't feel the need to apologize for it. As a result, they cultivate a stronger sense of inner peace. When you live authentically, without the constant fear of judgment, you create a space of calm and confidence within yourself. These women aren't swayed by the latest trends or the opinions of others about their lifestyle or appearance. Instead, they stand firm in their beliefs, knowing that they are true to themselves. This unwavering commitment to authenticity leads to a deeper sense of peace and contentment, as they no longer feel the need to prove their worth to anyone. They've already found it within themselves. Conclusion. Living authentically, free from the pressures of socializing or makeup, is a choice that brings immense freedom, self-awareness, and inner peace. These women show us that it's possible to embrace solitude and simplicity without fear of judgment, creating a life that is true to who they really are. Thanks for watching. If you resonated with any of the ideas in this video, drop a 9 in the comments to let us know, or if you disagree, leave a 0. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Take care and see you in the next one.